Happy Sunday, everyone. How's it going? I'm hoping everyone is having a wonderful day. Tonight, we are talking about a frequently asked question to me, and I'm going to just give you all just my experience as to what I've learned building something from the ground up in Haiti. I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name is Marie. If it is your first time tuning in to Life in Haiti, I do encourage you to please hit the like button. And as you tuned in, let me know where you tuned in from. And don't forget to please share with family and friends. How many of you guys are moved to do something maybe outside of your comfort zone? And maybe you're not no you unsure what to do moving forward. Maybe this is for you, especially when it comes to referencing in Haiti. I don't want to get into my story tonight because many of you guys who are tuning in may know about me and what I've been through. But if you have not, and it is your first time tuning into Life in Haiti, I do encourage you to watch some of my old uploads so that you get an idea of who Marie is. How I've been able to build something from the ground up in Haiti. For one, I never imagined that I'd be in this situation. Once I got in my situation, I still had to live through my situation. But maybe your situation will be different. Haiti Paperi, thank you for tuning in. Maybe your situation will be different because you would actually up and make the decision to move into Haiti. Or maybe it doesn't have to be a similar story to mine. Maybe you're dealing with wanting to start a business, wanting to make a move, just different from mine, but similar, and you can use it. The advice that I am sharing. First thing I needed to do for myself is figure out what is it that I wanted to do. That was something, the minute I stepped foot into Haiti, I knew I needed to deal with. I needed to identify whether if I was pushing myself into doing something to survive, to make it, or if I was being literally pulled to do the work that I decided to do. So you got to be mindful because you can be pushed to doing something for various reasons. You can even be pushed into doing something because you feel that that's what other people want to see or others would like it. So you push yourself to go off and do that. But then again, you could be pulled into something. In my situation, I felt I was pulled because it didn't matter what else I wanted to do. I was always pulled emotionally back into helping people in Haiti or just seeing people in pain. And the crazy thing about it, even the person who asked me to share this live, they knew that I myself was in the same situation. But for some reason, I never felt sorry for myself because I felt that I kind of put myself in that situation because of my own decision making. What pulled me more towards helping people in Haiti or establishing something that would help people in Haiti is because I've always felt that people in Haiti, they didn't do anything to be in the situation that they're in. Many of our people, they're innocent, and they don't deserve to be in the situation that they are in. So for me, I was more pulled to doing what I'm doing because that is exactly what made me happy. I enjoyed putting a smile on people's face. So, number one, you have to identify what makes you happy when you like to build something from the ground up. And second, and I want to thank you guys too for tuning in. Don't forget, guys, to please hit the like button. Please share the live too with others if you've yet to do so. Share your thoughts too on what you've done, maybe to build something from ground up, or what would you suggest someone do? And I know that this is an interesting topic because a lot of people are moving back into Haiti. And when people are coming back into Haiti, people want to know, how would my family live? How would we get reestablished? What can we do? People are doing different things. An example, recently I was watching a video, an upload that Rudy B put out, where she opened up a store. So maybe you are one that is a businessman or a businesswoman. There's several things that you could do. But the number one thing, in order to be able to rebuild your life here, whatever your situation is to figure out exactly what you want to do. Once I figured, because I'm going to use myself figuratively, once I figured what I wanted to do, I knew I wanted to help people. But I had all these fears. So you have to know that even though you want to build something from the ground up, there has to be a lot of actions on your end, because you cannot just be a dreamer. You cannot just, speak about it, talk about it. You have to put actions behind your words, behind those thoughts, behind the vision. And once you know what it is that you want to do, now for myself, I had to recognize what was blocking me from doing what I wanted to do. And I know a lot of you guys can relate, because so many of you all want to help people in Haiti. So many of you all want to make a difference within the community in Haiti, but you stay stuck there. You know what you want, but you're not doing it because you're just thinking about doing it, or you seeing other people doing it. You're not getting involved with people that's doing it. That's because you know what you want, but you're not recognizing what's blocking you from doing what you want. At the beginning of life in Haiti, guys, I knew I had a vision. I knew I had a dream. I knew I wanted to do something, but I also didn't know how to go about that. And I had all these fears. I literally came into Haiti all hyped up. But then you got to be careful of people that are around you in your circle. Guys, don't forget to please share the live as you tuned in. And please share your thoughts as well. William 55, good evening to you as well. Please share the live, guys. Share it to your Facebook status, WhatsApp. Please share the live. Once I figured, coming into Haiti, I was all hyped up. I just wanted to actually live. This was my second chance. I didn't want anything holding me back. Once I figured out what I wanted to do in Haiti, because of what's pulling me, what pulls me, what put me in a happy place, even though my life was not stable, I had all these insecurities that I did not walk into Haiti with. And this is things I want you to relate to yourself as you tuned in, watching me. How many times you moved or pulled to start that business? Or you do hair, you have a special talent, but then you just keep it as a talent, but you don't ever actually recognize what's stopping you, what's blocking you from turning it into some type of business or something that you do on a daily. Once I realized what I enjoy doing, I also had all these insecurities. I allowed people to tell me I wasn't worthy, that I wasn't good enough, that I probably wasn't even light-skinned enough, and that especially being in Haiti under my status, people would not accept me, that my voice would not be heard. And when I look back today, I kind of took in some of that and took it into heart, because I moved with those thoughts unknowingly. So even though I knew what I wanted to do, I started working on it shyly. I started just working with kids. But I always felt that on a bigger platform, in a bigger room, that I could not be heard, that I could not be accepted, that I could not be loved, because I was allowing what people were saying. People would say, oh, you don't have enough money. So that became another fear, because if God is not with you, there's absolutely, how are you going to go and get money in a situation, especially like this in Haiti, where you hardly even speak the language, you don't know your way around. It's difficult all the way around for you. So I knew what I wanted to do. And slowly but surely, I was recognizing what was blocking me from doing what I wanted to do. One thing about life, guys, anything that you fear, the minute you face it, it becomes it becomes nothing. You start asking yourself, like, why was I in so much fear? And I don't know if I have people like myself tuned in, but coming into YouTube, I didn't know anything about YouTube. I literally didn't know how to do the title, description. I didn't know much. But I want to give a shout out to Philly Dom, because Philly, he was the beginning of Life in Haiti, and Philly took time to teach me, and I took the time to listen. But before Philly came into my life, knowing what I wanted to do, I just did it, guys. I did it on a small scale, and people recognized that. People saw the love. People saw the vision. And I had people that silently rooted for me, that didn't express it, but God was making a way through them. So if you are starting something from the ground up, number one, you have to expose yourself. You have to do the work. Don't be afraid to do it. Maybe I have a friend of mine who's very talented. She started a crazy socks business. She always decorating stuff. And I'm like, start it. And now her business is doing pretty well. You have to start doing whatever it is you want to start from the ground up, guys. Don't just sit there and have your talent to yourself. No one know about it. Even if it is on a small scale. Even, let's say, today's day and age, I see people creating business because they like folding clothes. To you, you may think that that is not a big talent, that you cannot do anything with that, but social media have exposed us to so much more that you can do something with that. And you have to just step out there and share it with the world. How well you fold clothes, how nice you fold within your home. And you'd be surprised. Someone would say, girl, could you come in and fold for me? So one of the things that you must do is expose yourself. And believe me, that's something I did with Life in Haiti that I can share from experience. I started just working with kids. We didn't have sponsors. I wasn't known on YouTube. I never imagined that I'd even be on YouTube. I never imagined I'd have a platform, actually people who will listen to me and be moved to step in and assist. Those were never my thoughts. That is why I say, do what you're pulled to do, guys. Do what you're pulled to do and allow God to do the rest. Don't push yourself into something. Don't just get into it because you think other people are into it. Because sometimes when we put ourselves in that type of situation, you'll find yourself exhausted. You'll wear yourself out. But from my experience, following what my heart is pulled to do, you guys see, I am never tired. I'm always ready to help, to be active. So what you got to do when starting something from the ground up is expose yourself. From me exposing myself, the people around me shared my story. You guys ended up getting me on YouTube by complete accident. I never thought or imagined that I'd be a YouTuber. Number one, I did not know anything about computers, guys. And this is people that know me will tell you. I'm not going to get into that because, maybe one day I'll write a book and give you guys more internal details, but I knew nothing about it. So sometimes you have a talent and there's other things surrounding you that others will come in to help you. God will put the right people in your path to help you. So don't think that, for you to be successful, you have to do everything on your own. No, you don't. And the minute the guys, especially Boss Mike, pushed me, sister, talk to Philly. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. Talk to Philly. And I'm like, and I remember telling him, and this is my fears speaking. Because sometimes when you have that talent, you're also shy about it. You have all these fears. You judge yourself. You feel that people are not going to be supportive of you. And I was like, people aren't going to think I'm cool. Like, why would I share my story, Because keep in mind, I'm around a lot of people in Haiti, and the people in Haiti, they have a way that they move, a way that they think, a way that they view things that I just knew I wasn't going to be, But the minute that I did step out, there it is. He was he held the key to the door for me to be able to actually do the work. Let me welcome some of you guys in. Project 21 says, I'm glad I found Marie live. Ça passe, toi, frère. Merci. Comment yeah. Fear of the unknown, not knowing what to come, fear of the unknown, not knowing what to come, what's next. Whenever you're starting something from the ground up, guys, you're going to always have that fear. I, of course, always had that fear. But you're going to have to tackle that fear. Do you guys remember my first project? Don't forget, guys, to please share the live. Share the live. And I tried to remove my background, but for some reason, it doesn't want to go away. Do you guys remember our first project on Life in Haiti? And invest in yourself too. And I know most of you guys know that, but the first project we ever did in Haiti was that was one of the biggest leaps I've ever taken of faith. Like, I don't know if I asked God first or did I just volunteer him. I had all the fears because I didn't have an audience. I didn't know what's going to be coming up next. I didn't know if people would even step up and actually support. But for me, I knew that in order to be able to do this work, I needed to stop being timid. I needed to stop doubting myself and God. Because what my vision is, what your talent is, no one can relay that message better than you. No one can tell your story better than you. I had to step on fear. And after that, guys, after that first project, I'm not going to lie to you. I would always sing this at the beginning. Ears haven't heard, eyes haven't seen the type of blessing that God is going to pour on you. Because the minute I was able to complete that project and actually hand over a home, I felt like I could conquer the world. Because everything about that project was unknown. I didn't know if people on YouTube would even help. At that time, I was 100% innocent. I didn't know anything. I went out on faith. And I think that's what moved many of you guys to subscribe, to share, to start following, because I was very innocent. And I was watching an old video of mine. I shared my truth. I was like, you could say, naked in front of you guys. And with that, it helped me to conquer the fear of unknown. So when you're starting something, things are going to happen that's not expected. Don't think that everything is going to go as planned. Life is not smooth like that. I think if it was, then many of us would have life all figured out all the way up until the day we sign our our death certificate, right? Willing 55 says, I understand your fears. It's fear of the unknown, not sure how things will work out. That's it. I want to see the head of security. The head of security is doing security work, the gangster bankster. But I want to thank you guys too for tuning in. Don't forget, guys, to please share the live. We need to stay algorithm friendly, guys. Please share the live, share it with family and friends. And please comment too, guys, so that we can remain active on YouTube. YouTube, I've shared this too several times, and you hear other content creators talk about it. I don't know if it's because I have not been working as much as I usually work, especially on YouTube, guys, where I'm releasing the uploads, the shorts, the this, the that. I was literally sick for a month and a half, and I was like trying to keep up, right? And I feel like YouTube probably had me on punishment. So I need you guys to please share the live, um, so that I can get back on the algorithm good side. Sometimes the algorithm they don't care if you sick, if they don't care about any of that. They just want you to work, 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 work. And you're going to have your wins. You're going to have your mistakes when building something from ground up, especially in Haiti. If I start with my wins, what are my wins here? My wins is the fact that every morning when I head to the center, seeing those happy kids, I share them with you guys all the time. You see how happy the kids are? And every day I am so thankful that I was obedient when I needed to be. When I see those kids happy running around, and I see the staff looking really, really nice, and they are actively working, I consider that a big win. It has absolutely nothing to do with me, but since the beginning, what I've wanted to do is make a difference. And recognizing what you want to do, celebrate every accomplishment, whether small or big. Deciding to be the founder of the center was also another big leap. Deciding, hey, what is it that you want to do in Haiti? Because for a long time, I felt I was just a little bit everywhere. And I wanted to be more grounded and more focused. So I needed to figure out, is it building? What's the downside of building? Because that's something I genuinely love. The downside of building is the fact that some people will tell you, hey, this is my land, this is my property, when in reality it's not. And then you've been pushed and have a whole building project, and then here comes the madness. So I said, you know what? That's not somewhere I want to continue unless we were to have our own piece of property and we were able to build maybe in different neighborhoods, different areas for a family. But the property is ours. We know that the property is legal and there's not going to be a problem with it in the future. But you just cannot know in every situation, especially in Haiti. Going out into the streets, especially when we're doing giving projects. I love those projects, but they were becoming so chaotic because the more Haiti is going through the instability, the displacement of people, guys, that's the more people that become in need. So you go out to do something good, and then you find yourself in a situation where you feel like even your own life is somewhat threatening, right? The people are acting crazy. You even see the videos, and I'm like, okay. And some of the people can and will be very disrespectful. They'll be demanding. And I'm like, okay, well, I need to pull back from that too and reevaluate that. And that's at the time I said, you know what, we'll help other schools. Mm-mm. We tried that, and we tried it at a school that needed the help. Students, families needed the help, guys. But there was some lack of integrity. And I saw how the people were moving, and it was like a pack, they lied together. And you start finding the loops in their lives. So I said, you know what? They founded this. So what I'm dealing with is something that this whole thing was founded on. If I want to make a difference, and if I want to be there to set the standards, then I needed to start something and lead it. That's another fear, guys. So, especially in Haiti, guys, if you are having a family member or a friend that is coming into Haiti, maybe a spouse, you're going to have to take some leaps. It's not saying that every leap that you take is going to work, but you gotta learn. You gotta make the mistakes, and there's wins, there's mistakes, there's lonely times, and there's lessons, guys. And throughout the channel, I gave you guys examples of some mistakes I made. But see, when you know what you want to do, when you pull to do what you want to do, you're never going to quit. With every mistake, with every adjustment that you need to make, you will continue to adjust. You will continue to push through the obstacles. I didn't just say because I wasn't successful at building homes like I felt that I wanted to from the beginning, that I was going to quit. It never crossed my mind. What crossed my mind is, okay, God, put me where I need to be. Put me where I need to be. I'm not sure if you guys are believers or not, but for me, that is how I communicate with God. And I just continue to work wherever I saw that there was a loop and Life in Haiti could help. I went there until he could place me somewhere. And that is exactly what he did. When we decided to start the center, I had learned, so it's good to make mistakes, because moving forward, once you make mistakes, you recognize the red flags moving forward, and you recognize what you need to do, what's conducive to you and what's not. Starting the center was, how do I say? That was a time of uncertainty, guys. At that time, the channel was very, very quiet. In my mind, because the devil will play with your mind each time and tell you that people don't like you, people don't listen to you, people don't care about you. You need to get off YouTube because you're not doing this, you're not doing that. And I've always said to God, I've had people to give me the weirdest advice about how to do my content, the clothes I need to wear, and I've always been like, I'm not doing that. If I can't do what I'm doing now, I don't know what to tell you, because I'm just not comfortable. I can't keep up that energy. But I know if I be myself, then I can keep up that energy. When it comes to the center, I want to say the center was a very uncertain time, because I didn't know what the few of my peoples that I knew I built a relationship with, I knew I can contact them. I knew I could share a letter or a text with them and share my thoughts. I didn't know who would reply. And that's the thing, too, guys. When you figure out what you want to do, the people who are there, recognize them, celebrate with them. There are people that's going to come into your life literally for a reason, season, time, in a lifetime. And I've had moments where I had very, very depressing time in trying to build something from the ground up in Haiti that I don't think I would probably ever share with you guys. So when you're building something from the ground up, keep in mind, and I had to learn this. And up until today, I'm still learning that. Not everyone that starts with you is going to end with you. That's literally like you. I've heard people say this. You have heard people say it, but when you're living life, when life is life in, that saying, that quote literally leaves your mind. And you start depending on, let's say, people. I'll use myself for an example. I've always had a relationship with God, but at some point, and I'm being honest, I depended on people too much. And there was people I was putting on such a high scale in my life. And it was devastating when people just decided to walk out of my life without explanation. It was devastating when you thought you build a friendship or a relationship with somebody, and all of a sudden that person woke up one day and then they decided they no longer wanted to deal with that. And that can throw you in a state of depression. So when starting something from the ground up, especially in Haiti, be mindful to depend on God. Of course, we need each other, especially with the work that I do. I'm always praying for God to keep those who are supporters of life in Haiti. I'm always praying for us to grow, because from experience, I've seen where you have the highs and they quickly turn to lows. So I can share with someone, depend on God. And I can share with even those who are supporters, depend on God. And allow God to guide you. You cannot allow people to throw you off course. The good thing is, I could share, for each time when I felt a level of disappointment, or when I felt a level of loneliness setting in, not giving up, God always made a way. Keep yourself, keep yourself without blame as much as possible, right? When you're trying to establish something, you gonna start blaming yourself, saying, I did that, that's what caused that, that's what caused that. Did I speak too loud? Did I do this too loud? Did I laugh at the wrong time? Did I say? What I have learned is, guys, the people who are with you, they will correct you, but they will stay with you. So if you're starting something from the ground up here in Haiti, your best bet is to operate with integrity, operate with honesty, respect people too. Respect the people who make sacrifices to be in your life, to be a part of your life. Have discipline for yourself and how you handle things, how you respond to people, and be willing to not take things so personal every time. That's with the people you're working with on the ground and those who are also helping you. Haitian Warrior King, how's it going? Don't forget, guys, to please share the live. Please subscribe to the channel. If it is your first time tuned in, please subscribe to the channel. It's cold too, guys. You guys stay warm. Stay warm, because I do see the ice, the snow. Today was such a beautiful day. I can't even imagine that it's cold elsewhere, because today was a very, very nice day in Haiti. But every day is a beautiful day, guys. No matter where you at, God made this beautiful day. Enjoy today, guys. And just stay warm. Get you some hot chocolate, tea, and, just stay warm. Project 21B says, it's a cold world. Being naked can be really tough, rough, and devastating. Well, I'll tell you guys, from my experience, to me, being naked sometimes is a good thing. Because when you're trying to hide so much, right? I'm not saying you gotta get, in front of the screen and, I'm not one of those content creators that's gonna go out just, but in my situation, recognizing my truth was one of the best things, because I've seen others in the same situation as myself who have, tried to mislead, and, it's problems for them, moving forward. So it's best in some situations, in most situations, to just be honest, right? And the people that can't deal with your honesty, or that can't deal with your truth, instantly you relieve them of putting up with you, right? You put yourself exactly where you belong, right? But I do understand what you're saying. No good deeds go unpunished. Haitian Warrior King says, hello to the Queen of Haiti. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing well, my brother. And you, how's it going? How are you up there? Zion Music, thank you so much for the 100. Exactly. Oh, you snowed in. Well, enjoy your evening at home, enjoy yourself. Hopefully things get better in Haiti, guys, because I know that a lot of you all would probably be in Haiti, You be in Haiti right now enjoying this beautiful weather. You can still come to Haiti. I know that some people are from Port-au-Prince and feel like, no, I'm not going to come into Port-au-Prince. You're not going to come into Cap Haitian, but just to experience somewhere else. You can go into Cap Haitian, enjoy yourself, visit a different part of Haiti, go to Labadie, and really enjoy Haiti, guys. Get away from the all that snow, cold weather. Some people don't like it. I think I like the cold, but not too cold. Then too, I'm from Texas, so Texas gets cold, but definitely not extremely cold. Not like you some of the pictures I'm seeing. That's not you know. Zion says Haiti is the motherland. Yes, it is, guys. And when you look at how Haiti is being uh, disrespected in a way, that's one of the motivations for me, guys, to do something great within my country, because Haiti is the motherland, and everyone seems to just be sitting here and we're thinking that someone else is going to come and do it for us. Why we can't? Because life continues right here, right then, right now. Why do we have to continue to wait when we can make a difference, when we can step up and do something right here, right now? So, even with this St. Kitts stuff, and I think about it even more, if it wasn't for Haiti, a lot of these other countries would not even enjoy the freedom that they have today. They would not have been free. St. Kitts, I hear, just got their independence in 1983. And now they can come in and say, oh, no Haitians allowed. I'm proud to be Haitian. I love my dark skin, because God made each and every one of us unique. He did not want all of us to be the same, because even though we all we bleed the same, right? But we are not all the same. And God did that for a reason, because could you imagine that, walking around and everyone looked like you, right? And I think a lot of the difference is we create that amongst ourselves. And I know that the world will never be a perfect place, but it can be better if more of us made a decision, a conscious decision, a purposeful decision to live right by each other. But what's happening with Haiti, even Haitians abroad, with the TPS coming to an end, my hope is that something will take place. But my question is, with that too, guys, with TPS, I hear a lot of people are wanting an extension, Shouldn't it be time for the Haitian people or even other immigrants to start asking for a path to get out of this temporary status? Because the temporary status, it seems to be, that's more of a fear, because a year ago it was about to end, you got another year. You lived for another year and now it's about to end. There's more problems. And I know there are a lot of advocates, a lot of people who are speaking up for the Haitian people, a lot of Haitians in the diaspora community who are working and stepping up to help our people with, TPS, the humanitarian program. I just feel like at some point there needs to be some type of path to permanent status for the people, because that's got to be one of the, most difficult time for someone, especially right now with everything that's happening. So let's hope that things start getting better in Haiti, and people are able to come back into Haiti, especially flights directly into Port-au-Prince. Flight prices will go back down, and we, the Haitian people, can start seeing a decrease in the price of things too within the country. so that, people can live. There are even a lot of you all who's in the United States who wants to live in Haiti. It's just the conditions that's created make it where a lot of people feel that it's unlivable. So therefore, I understand in that aspect. For my situation, I've always felt that whatever I did, I wanted to establish it in Haiti because, with our history and what we've been through and what we have accomplished as a nation, I don't know if it's a pride thing for me, but it never crossed my mind. Like, I need to go live in the DR or somewhere. I just don't know. I've always been the type that's like, if Haiti's going through a tough time, and then I'm willing to go through that tough time until it can get better. But whatever I have to give, I want to give it to my country instead of giving it to someone else that will not even appreciate you because you are a Haitian, right? But anyways, guys, I want to thank you all for tuning in. So if you're planning on starting something from the ground up, especially in Haiti, be sure that you pull to it and not push to it. Because when you're pushed to something, you it's like you're pressured. Um, Maybe you just doing it just to be seen or proving something to some people. And we've seen that a lot of time, especially in Haiti. You have even missionaries that come into Haiti, maybe just to be seen, maybe to prove something, right? They come into Haiti with their own intentions. And then it's all short-lived. Short-lived. Because maybe they're pushed to doing it. And you have people in Haiti too that does things because they're pushed to doing it. So if you're wanting to start something in Haiti from the ground up, do it because you're poor to it. Maybe you want to start a restaurant. You already should love cooking. You already drawn towards cooking. Cooking all day is an excitement for you. Watching people eat is something that excites you. It's not something that puts pressure on you. It's not something that you're seeking validation from, but it is something in which you genuinely love and enjoy doing, and you're sharing that part of you with the rest of the world. See, when you pull to doing something, it's a calling. It's an internal clarity. It's an alignment. It's natural, guys. You don't care if anyone's watching. You'd be surprised, guys. I am not on YouTube as much because I have so much to do on the ground. And at times I don't have a cameraman. I feel like I can't film all of this by myself. Plus, I'm not really a great editor. I'm a lot better than what I was, but I am always working for the purpose of making a difference in Haiti. I am always pulled to that. I'm ready to get out of bed at all times. It's not about because I'm on YouTube. I'm doing it for people on YouTube to see it. I share with you guys for transparency because way before starting life in Haiti, I already heard the complaints. I knew what a lot of people had problems with in Haiti, from the earthquake to after the earthquake with family members, how, there's a lack of responsibility, a lack of transparency. All of that I knew. And I had to work against that in order to build a trusting relationship with, my platform, with my viewers, the people that some of you guys are like family. I can't even, you've been like so good to me. You always there to give love. And I genuinely love you guys. Some of you guys I have not even met, never spoke to, but I pray for you. I love you. And just knowing that when I'm live, I see your name, you comment, you hype me up, you keep me going, right? So it keeps me pushing. So love and focus on the people that rock with you. Stop trying to focus on people who are not rocking with you or focusing on the negativity, the downside. And in anything you do, there's going to be critics. There's going to be people who may not like you. Don't focus on them. Keep on keeping on. It's okay. We are all not going to like each other, but it's not the end of the world. Someone can dislike you and you still learn a lesson from them. You'll be surprised, guys, how many times someone have given me went out of their way to give me a call to tell me something negative. That was in their mind. Because as they were speaking and I'm listening, I'm taking notes. And they're thinking they were hurting me, but in my mind, I felt that was a good phone call. It allowed me an opportunity to see how someone is viewing me on the other side. And then I start saying, can I change this? Okay, you said it with the bad intention, but there's a lesson in what you said because I found some truths in what you said. So when building something from the ground up, maybe you have a restaurant and someone come in and on this particular day, you're not on your best day. Or maybe when that person come in, especially in Haiti, they say something that's negative to you, don't take it to heart and, give bad customer service. Just continue to push and see if you can change. Maybe what this person is saying, I shouldn't just take it personal, but take it as something maybe I can work on. Maybe I should use less salt. Maybe I should, do something different, because that's what I've been able to do on YouTube. And I thank you for, asking me to do a live on what I've learned building something from the ground up in Haiti. Recognize, guys, what your blockers are, your fears, the things that's keeping you from doing what you want to do. Mercedes, thank you for tuning in, my sister. Thank you. The minute that you can recognize what's keeping you from doing what you need to do, you stop being a dreamer and you start taking actions. Once you start taking actions, guys, I guarantee you, just keep on going. One of my peoples here always tell me, Marie, build it and they will come. Continue on your talent. Work with integrity. Reach out to others that are in the similar areas as you. And every day be willing to learn. Be willing to learn. What's keeping you from doing it? If it's money, figure out on small stages on what you can do to make money. Many of us think that money is our biggest problem, right? Not really. Sometimes maybe God have not given us what we're asking him for, because maybe if he did, it would be too much. And I'm still in that bracket. I'm asking God for things every day. But I'm not going to give up on him, and I'm not going to give up on myself because what I feel I want is not there yet. He continued to make ways. He continued to show me that he hears my prayer and he knows what I need, right? So recognize your fears, guys, and don't be lazy. Don't be one that's just laying there and dreaming or just talking about it. No, execute, especially in Haiti, and especially in the where a lot of people are returned to Haiti. We see it when people are returned to Haiti, they fall in a state of depression. They will just let's say, talk about what they want to do, or will be stuck in the life that they had in the United States and not allow God to take the lead here for them. You're in Haiti, it's a different environment, things are different, people are different. Be willing to adjust, guys. Be willing to learn the environment here and do what you are pulled to do. That way you do not get tired of doing it, guys. You will love doing it. You will do it every day. That's what I do. There's gonna be highs, lows, lonely times. You're gonna have all of that. And there's gonna be even scary times in Haiti. I've had a lot of those scary moments, but God have kept me through, and I've had lives too in the past sharing with you guys, hey, when coming into Haiti, what to do and what not to do. Once you are here, you have to figure out a way to get established. You speak English, so there's just a lot you could do. A lot of people too jump on TikTok, and you could do as I am doing on YouTube. And if you're going to be a YouTuber, know that it's not going to be overnight, right? I've had some of, my people's, being returned come to me about being a YouTuber, and you think that it's going to be just an overnight thing. Stay hungry. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. My sister, thank you for your continuous support. Hit like, share the live, and donate. Thank you so much. Stay hungry. But just know that, guys, it's not just like easy to jump on YouTube and overnight just no, it's a process. You're gonna have the highs, the lows, and then too, it's based on the content that you're doing. That's going to determine, the type of audience that you have. But if you want to do it and you want to share your journey in Haiti, you want to share you can do it. But then you have to be self-motivated too to be a YouTuber, because being a YouTuber, no one is getting you out of bed to create content. You don't have co-workers that you can get to that level, but most content creators are self-motivated. I had to get rid of the fear of being in front of the screen. I had to get rid of that fear that people put in my mind that you're not, just everything that I would hear that was negative. I had to get rid of that and just be myself. I didn't need all the makeup. I didn't need all of this. I just genuinely wanted to be myself. And the minute I started being myself, I was accepted being myself. And it's okay to be yourself. So whatever you're doing, be yourself, guys. And at the end of the day, when you do what you love, I believe you'll be living in your purpose without all of the difficulties, without feeling pressured, without feeling overwhelmed. It is always a blessing to come in front of the screen and share with you guys about making a difference in Haiti. Like, you could get tired of Marie, but Marie is going to always tell you, hey, we got to continue to do something good in Haiti. And I know that there's a lot of you guys that want to do something in Haiti, maybe that have not stumbled upon this channel, or maybe don't know somebody that's doing it, or maybe you know what you want to do, but you have all this fear because you listen to all of crazy news coming out of Haiti, and you're thinking that Haiti is a place where no one is alive at. People are not getting up and getting out the bed, and that's so untrue, guys. If you want to help in Haiti, I don't think that there's not a better time. In the little time I've been here, to me, in my opinion, this has been one of the worst times. So don't let that fear, don't let the news, don't let all of the chaos stop you from doing something good in Haiti, supporting something good in Haiti. Look at how happy the kids are at the center. Even through the most challenging times. So, guys, I could never repay you all back, but I know that God will bless you all with blessings, way more than I could ever give to you. Thank you again. Stay hungry. Thank you again, my sister. Sea Turtle says, good evening, Mrs. Marie. Good evening. Intentions is always the key to everything you do. That's true. You have to have the right intentions. I love your work, Miss Marie. Thank you, Professor. His historian Henry. Thank you so much. Just the right shots film. I'm currently in the U.S. Army and interested in building in Haiti. Do you already have property in Haiti? If you would like to support the organization, we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. If you are just tuning in for the first time into Life in Haiti, please check out, some of my old content so you can kind of get an idea of the work that we do here. And if you are moved to, check out our website. You can also donate via GoFundMe here. You can also donate via Zelle, PayPal. And I am looking for potential sponsors to put on the list, guys. We're not in need of the funds now, but you can assist with the center throughout the year. But this coming year, we're starting early, guys. If you would like to sponsor a child, please send me an email. Mercedes, if you're still here, please write the email address for me and let me know, Marie, I would like to be a sponsor so I can get in contact with you starting June, July. I can already start getting in touch with you. After doing something, you learn from it. And the earlier we have the potential sponsors, the lighter my load is, instead of pushing for it at the end of the year. So if you're tuned in tonight and you would like to sponsor a child, please get in touch with me so that I can have you on as a potential sponsor. Is the internet good, guys? This is froze. Hold on. Okay. What's going on? My whole screen is just, I don't know. Are you guys seeing me well? Yes, the internet is good. Maybe it's my computer then that's acting up. It is frozen on my end. I don't know what's going on. Okay, that's odd. Okay, guys, since you are, I see and hear you well. Okay, Jadus, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Mercedes. Um, please subscribe. Yes, guys, do not be discouraged, guys, from starting something from the ground up in Haiti. It's not going to be easy, but please know it is possible. It can be done. I love you all. Thank you all for tuning in during the live, and those who tuned in after the those who will tune in after the live. Don't forget to kindly like, share, and subscribe, and leave me a comment below if you have any advice for others on what you've learned building something from the ground up. Please share it with us, guys. Love you all. You guys have a blessed night. Now, I don't think I will be able to even end the live. So I'm going to have to do a hard stop with my computer, guys. So the live may continue, but hopefully I'll come back and try to end it. Thank you all so much. Okay. So now it's okay. All right, guys. Please. Oh. All right, guys. Till next time.